993,000 candidates sat the national examination, with girls accounting for 50% of the candidature, reflecting a near gender parity in the participation. Now, the results show that 1,932 candidates attained a top grade A, while 270,000 candidates scored grade C+ and above. Take a look.
As has been the case since 2023, Kcse examination, the 2025 Kcse examination results have been graded using the reviewed grading system, in which the overall grade at Kcse examination considers mathematics, the best performing language among English, Swahili, and Kenyan Sign Language, and the best performed 5 subjects. There were 1,932, which is 0.19% candidates who obtained an overall mean grade A plain in the year 2025 Kcse examination. This is an improvement as compared to 1,693, which is 0.18% candidates who scored plain A in 2024. The number of candidates with direct university entry qualifications of mean grade C+ and above was 270,715, which is 27.18% in the year 2025 Kcse examination. This is an improvement compared to 246,391, which was 25.53% in the year 2024. The number of candidates with grade C- and above was 507,131, which is 50.92% in the year 2025 Kcse examination, compared to 476,889, which was 49.41% in the year 2024. The number of candidates attaining a pass grade, which is grade D+ and above, was 634,082, which is 63.67% in the year 2025, compared to 605,774, which is 62.76% in the year 2024.
Right, at the same time, Education Cabinet Secretary Julius Migos Ogamba has announced the cancellation of results for 1,080 candidates following confirmation of the confirmed examination malpractice. Now, speaking during the official release of the Kcse 2025 results, yes, Ogamba said investigations into reported cases of malpractice had been ongoing since November last year, when the Ministry of Education and the Kenya National Examination Council, NEC, first flagged suspicious incidences during the examination period. Now, he noted that firm action will be taken after the investigations were concluded. Now, the Education CS emphasized that the cancellations are part of efforts to uphold the credibility and integrity of national examinations, adding that malpractice undermines fairness and confidence in the education system.
Was 634,082, which is 63.67% in the year 2025, compared to 605,774, which is 62.76% in the year 2024. National schools produced the highest number of candidates with an overall mean grade of A, which was 1,526, followed by extra county schools, which had 197, and private schools, which had 185. Sub-county schools, however, produced more candidates in the category of C+ and above compared to county schools, accounting for 72,699 and 36,600 respectively. I wish to reiterate that our stand on the integrity of examinations. In November last year, we indicated that there were reported cases under investigation and that action would be taken upon conclusion of the investigations. At the conclusion of the Kcse examination, 1,180 candidates were found to have been involved in examination irregularities. Consequently, and in line with the applicable law and regulations, their examination results have been cancelled.
Right, at the same time, the CS, that is Julius Migos Ogamba, has urged candidates, parents, and members of the public to rely on the authorized platforms that when accessing the 2025 Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education, that is Kcse results. Now speaking during the official release of the 2025 Kcse results, CS Ogamba reminded candidates and parents that the results are available online through the Kenya National Examination Council results portal, that is at results.nec.ac.ke. He cautioned against the use of unofficial websites and social media platforms, noting that they may provide inaccurate or misleading information.
Individual candidates' examination results will be accessed online through a link on the NEC website or directly through the following link: results.nec.ac.ke, and candidates will be required to enter their index number and one of their names as per the registration data for the 2025 Kcse examination. The results will be live and accessible immediately after the end of this function. It is now my humble duty and privilege to declare the 2025 Kcse examination results officially released.
Right, still on matters education, parents and education stakeholders in Murang'a County have urged the Ministry of Education to ensure that all primary school established junior secondary classes, a move they say will improve access to education for students. Now the call comes amid challenges faced by many students who are forced to travel long distances to attend junior secondary schools, exposing them to safety risks and fatigue that negatively impact their learning. Now parents emphasize that introducing junior secondary classes within primary schools will reduce family costs and enhance student safety and increase participation in studies.
Most students have been called maybe to schools which are very far. I wish to call upon the ministry to give it a bigger space, because maybe this is a teething problem for CBC, to allow our students so that we can be able to place them further. Because there are students who can do in day schools, they have been called to day schools which are very far. They can be able to change even their courses or their curriculum so that they can be able to fit to the school that which is nearby.
During the placements, there were so many challenges. We have some learners who were placed in day schools, in Kcse, in Kericho, in Nyeri, where they cannot reach. So we would request when you go back to Parliament, please address that issue, because the runners and the parents are really suffering, trying to look for schools where they can place their learners.
Kenya naweza omba serikali sana sana Ministry of Education, ni kuna shule fulani zenye hazina hiyo JSS, hazina junior school, na ukiangalia mambo ya security, mtoto kutoka Bali, kutoka kwenye yako kwenda mahali hakuna shule, distance insecurity iko. So tunaomba serikali sana sana Ministry of Education walete kila shule ikuwe na junior school. Hiyo ni ombi tunaomba sisi kama wazazi, ndio watoto wetu waweze kufika mashule wakiwa secure.
All right, now away from matters education, let's talk matters healthcare. And residents of Kwale County continue to face severe challenges in accessing healthcare services due to a nationwide strike by clinical officers across numerous health facilities in the county. Now, patients are reportedly being turned away without receiving treatment, forcing many to seek care from private hospitals. However, the high cost of private healthcare remains a major barrier for most residents. The ongoing strike has caused widespread disruption in let's take that story again. And the essential medical services leaving communities vulnerable to raising serious concerns about public health.
Kcse kwa huduma ya kuangaliwa mwili wangu. Sasa kumbe madaktari wamegoma na ikawa sasa hakuna mpaka saa hii. Nikarudia leo, nimeingia asubuhi, nimepata bado hakuna madaktari. Sasa huduma ni chini sana, hata wengine wagonjwa wako hapo wengi. Wengine wamehangaika, wengine wameenda nyumbani. Pia ukiangalia niko hapa tunangojea tu daktari mwenye atakuwa na roho safi ya kuja hudumia watu Mungu amsaidie tu. Sasa bado tunangojea, hakuna huduma kabisa. Tunasikia madaktari wamegoma karibu sasa, hii ni wiki ya 3.
Nimetoka Msangatamu kuja hospitali Kwale kuleta mwanangu kuangaliwa mbavu na kifua, lakini nilipofika hapa nikaulizia wenzangu hapa, wakaniambia kuna mgomo madaktari. Hata yaliumisha kichwa. Kwa sababu gani? Kwenye nimetoka ni mbali, nimetumia fare shilingi 400 na sasa nitafuta 400 nyingine nirudi nyumbani. So naomba serikali utuangalilie madaktari wetu tupate usaidizi, kwa sababu hao ni kama ndo tegemezi letu.
Right now, let's talk matters politics and tensions within the Orange Democratic Movement, that is ODM, have intensified as disagreements continue to surface among party leaders and members. Budalangi Member of Parliament Raphael Wanjala has called on ODM party leader Oburu Oginga to convene a delegates meeting to address the internal wrangles and strengthen the party's cohesion. Now speaking in Budalangi constituency during the official opening of 4 classrooms at Mundere Primary School, Wanjala criticized certain leaders, accusing them of destabilizing the party following the death of former party leader Raila Odinga. Now he urged Oburu Oginga to take decisive action to resolve the disputes and restore unity.
Maarufu mkubwa, lakini watu wachache wasiharibu chama, wanataka kuchukua shortcuts. Tunataka kusema kama iko maneno, tunataka sasa bwana daktari Oburu Oginga aite sasa National Delegate Conference, watu tuongee, tusuluhishe yale maneno yako. Hatutaki Sifuna au ataki, kwa sababu hayo maswali Sifuna anauliza ni yale aliuliza hata kama baba baada yako mzima. Na pia watu wajiulize kwa nini wabunge wa Luhya wamenyamaza. Hawajanyamaza eti ni wajinga, wamenyamaza kwa sababu wanajua wanafanya nini. Chama cha ODM ni chama cha wake.
Right, still on matters politics, anxiety is mounting among supporters of the United Democratic Alliance, that is UDA party, in Nakuru County ahead of the party's grassroots elections scheduled for January 2026. Now the concerns stem from allegations of possible interference in the process by national party officials, raising fears over the credibility of the exercise. Now UDA senatorial aspirant Felicitas Malatit has strongly warned against the intimidation and abuse of power within the party. Now she has called on party leaders to ensure free and fair elections in order to strengthen the party unity ahead of the 2027 general election.
The only concern that we have is that there are some party officials who are feeling the entitlement of the party. And that one, we say it is not acceptable. This is a party which is a respectable party, a party which exercises democratic rights to every person, regardless of where you come from, regardless of who you are. And that is what we want to say, that let the party officials allow this process to take place seamlessly and fairly without any interference. Nobody is a referee of this party. The referees are the electorates. They are the ones to choose their leaders who they choose, and they know that this is the right person.
All right, moving on, the Independent Electoral Boundaries Commission, that is the IBC, has partnered with local stakeholders in Turkana County to sensitize the public on voter registration and provide updates ahead of the upcoming general elections. Now, during the meeting, IBC officials emphasized the importance of youth participation, urging young people to actively register as voters by obtaining national identification cards. Now, the commission noted that a significant number of eligible youth have yet to collect their IDs, which could affect their ability to participate in the polls.
Here today to meet with stakeholders in Turkana County, where we invited all the key stakeholders. We have exposed to them where we are at as far as the voter registration targets and enrollments are concerned, and we have agreed together with the people who attended this meeting that there are things that each one of us needs to do in as far as increasing the numbers for the new registrations in the register of the 6 constituencies.
Saa hii tumeambiwa every vote county, na kwa Turkana tumewekwa kama tumefunikwa, tukiambiwa kura zetu asipiti Kainuku.
We do not have voter educators for the PWDs. Most of them are just normal people who do not know, they have not even interacted with people with disabilities.
How is IBC going to address this issue of reckless talking? Because already they are saying that there is a hierarchy of
IDs ziko na vijana hawachukui IDs. We are reliably informed that the IDs are lying either at Huduma centers or at the chief's camps.
We can only improve on our voter registration with the support and mobilization of various segments of the society.
Watoto wa Gen Z muende mregister kura. Hivyo ndio mtaamua vile nchi itaenda. Mkikaa nyumbani wale wazee mnasema watarudi tu because hao
On the national government, in partnership with the Moya constituency, NGSDF is finalizing the construction of a new Huduma Center in Moya town that is in Kirinyaga County, aimed at enhancing access to government services and improve efficiency in service delivery. Once complete, the facility will offer a wide range of government services under one roof and feature modern Gitume labs with the capacity to accommodate more than 140 users at a time. Now, the center will become the second Huduma Center in Kirinyaga County, completing the existing facility in Kirogoya. Now speaking at the Kenya News Agency, that is KNM, where East Division offices, Assistant County Commissioner Mwenda Munene said the government's primary objective is to serve the citizens efficiently and conveniently.
Ningependa kusema nia ya serikali ni kuhudumia wananchi, na Huduma Center italeta services closer to the people. Kwanza serikali hii yetu ya Kenya Kwanza ni kuleta kuhudumia wananchi vilivyo na kwa the time inatakikana because of the economic management, everything under one roof. Huduma Center unapata all the services na zote hapo inafanywa kwa uwazi. Kwa hivyo wananchi wanaridhika na services provided by the government. So tunashukuru the government kutupatia Huduma Center hapa because it is making work easier for everybody. Yeah. Okay. It has been every Huduma Center has been there in the counties. One Huduma Center in each county, but hapa kuna sasa itakuwa ya pili, and other counties kuna zile zinakuwa ya pili because of the service delivery according to the need that is there.
Hii Huduma Center na Gitume Center from the word go it create employment hapa. Wale vijana walikuwa wanafanya kazi hapa, mafudi na simiti yote ilikuwa inatoka within from hapa Mwea. Kwa hivyo in a way it create job opportunities. Na vile iko almost 98% complete. Ikifunguliwa hapa vijana wetu watapata kazi. Tuko karibu na hii area, tutafungua mahoteli hapa juu ya services ile tutakuwa tukipatia watu. Alafu wale wanauza vitu hapa kama mahindi, juu watu watakuwa wakikuja wengi, watakuwa wakiwanunulia. Kwa hivyo in a way create job opportunities. Na services zote za serikali sasa badala ya kwenda Kirugoya, this is the second Huduma Center in Kirinyaga County. Kwa hivyo badala ya kwenda Kirugoya tutakuwa tukitumia hii. And those are the goals to work closely with the government.
Tulikuwa tunaenda mbali sana kama Embu, Kirugoya, kama tunahitaji birth certificate za watoto. Tulikuwa tuna struggle, lakini saa hii tutakuwa tunakuja hapa kwa sababu ya license. Pia tutakuwa tunakuja hapa na hata kwa shamba. wakati mwingine tunakuanga na mashinda ya mashamba, title deeds. Sasa tutakaribia hapa, mheshimiwa ametufanyia vizuri. Na pia hii Huduma Center inahitaji wafanyikazi. Pia watoto wetu watapewa kazi hapa. Sasa tumemfurahia kwa kazi yake mzuri.
Right now, let's get sporty, and Darajani Gogo FC is gearing up for their next National Super League encounter against Nzoia Sugar, scheduled for January 11th of 2026 at 12 p.m. Now, the team's last outing was a goalless draw against the Guja Stars FC, leaving supporters eager to see whether Darajani Gogo can secure a win in the upcoming clash. Rashid Moyo is among the current squad members expected to play a key role in the match.
Good. Kwanza we thank God imekuwa game poa bila majeraha. Na imekuwa tu fit, vijana wameweza kujisukuma, but at the end of the day tuweza kupata hizo results yenye kwa tunataka. Depending on our game plan imework, but sema calmness hapo in front of the post ndo kidogo ilikuwa tumelack, but imekuwa very entertaining match. Vijana wamepatiana 100% plus 1, of which tumeona makosa kidogo yenye which tunaenda ku work on, then game yanzo hii I think will be back stronger. I'm so surprised pia kuna vile vijana wamecheza, because tume train for a very short period na hii game ilikuwa rescheduled already, so we were supposed to face this match, and kulingana na zile energy vijana wameput in na ile period yenye tume train, I think wamepatiana yao yote.
Hii ni kama na hesabu tumecheza away 3 tangu tucheze na Naivas, tumeenda Mombasa, tumerudi hapa tena Nairobi. So ni away 3, nashukuru kama tunaweza pata point si mbaya, kwa sababu players wametoka Christmas na nilijua game itakuwa tense kidogo, kwa sababu sijui kama Gogo wametrain. Mimi kusema kweli tuja train na ndio tumeresume, na nashukuru kucheza away na kupata point. Game plan yetu ilikuwa tusiwaachie spaces wacheze, kwa sababu ni ball players, so ilikuwa to close those spaces to trap easy penetration passes, na hiyo nadhani tulisucceed, ndio kidogo kwa frustrate. Nadhani kulingana na wao walijua hizi ni points wana need ku collect 3 points, maybe ndio iwaelekeze zaidi, na vile waliona pia nao hawaipati, then watu wanaanza ku lose head. So ni kawaida, especially kama team ama wachezaji wameenda wakatulia bila kutrain, wakirudi kuna kale ka tension na kwa kitense both sides.
Pande yao wamekaa na psych, walikuwa na psych kutushinda. Ukiangalia diva walikuwa wanacheza, walikuwa mon kama wanataka si kutushinda juu si unapata ndo nikati tulikuwa tuna resume. Sasa naweza sema for sisi tutajikakamua na next tunaenda kushinda.
Point ya leo tumeshukuru Mungu. Tuliwork sana, tulitaka kuwin game. At least tukipata point away si mbaya. So tumepata challenges kidogo, tutapush especially huko mbele striking. Tukipata bao tutajua vile tutaitunza hadi game iishe.
Right, that particular story wraps up our program here on EBN News at 1. Many thanks, of course, keeping me company until this particular minute. My name is Martin Macharia. Have yourself a lovely day. But remember to catch up with the subsequent bulletins later on in the day at 4 p.m., 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. Martin Macharia is my name. Have yourself a lovely day. And as always, let's do this again when God says we do.